What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he/him pronouns, and welcome to the Wednesday Lift. Welcome, and willkommen. Hello, how are we doing? Hello, welcome in, Chris. Hello, PT. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you, J Corsair for the lurks. Thank you, Moon for the lurk, and Thomas. Thank you very much. Hello, Dan. Hi. I think I've greeted everyone. If you are here and I haven't greeted you, please do let me know so I can greet you, so I can give you a big warm huggle from across the nuddle. Hoy. One of those. Yeah. I started today with a webinar at 8 o'clock in the morning. Who does that? Ooh, Tiger's here. I will wait. I'm gonna let you finish. As Voldemort said, I'm gonna let you finish, but hang on. There we go. Hello, handsome Joe. Hope your morning's going well. Looking like a damn snack. Can I take a bite? Tiger, you are entitled to a nibble. How are you doing today? Had a wet, snowy run. I think I'm finally warm. You know, the snow runs really do just like sap the warmth from your bones. They sap the warmth from your bones, and it is so hard. It's so hard to get your bones back in order. My only regret is having bone-itis. Hello, Andy. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. I was just trying to think about what I wanted the lights to be this morning. ABG, welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? We're going to get going with some warm-ups. If you take a look at our routine over here on the, oh gosh, I always forget. It's my right-hand side, but it's also the left-hand side of the screen when I'm looking at it. So we're going to do some deadlifts. We're going to work up to a top set. Potentially do 2 of those top sets. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll do some barbell rows and some rear delt raises, some RDLs and hammer curls, and we'll do some V-tucks. Our last set will be some easy bar curls and a prone row with some flutter kicks. And I forgot to turn on the music information thing. Forgot to turn it on. Getting a big 10 inches of snow today. Ooh, woo. That's a butt ton of snow. We're supposed to get 6 over the course of the day, but that is not... Why do you keep doing this? Is it because I need to interact with you here? This stinker of a thing. I'm gonna cut it off right now. Slept poorly and woke up at 3-ish. Haven't made it back to sleep yet, but I'm here for you. Ah, beans. Ah, beans, Tiger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had a rough night of sleep. 10 inches is average. Depends where you're at. Oh my goodness. Yes. So six inches is we're getting a lot of snow considering. I've been trying to figure out when I'm going to sell my snowblower that I inherited but do not need because I would rather shovel. And now seems like it's just too late. I should have taken advantage of my time slot yesterday to do that, but I did not do it. Now the snow is here and everyone's going to be like, well, I'm already done shoveling. So shovel off, buddy. I can't get the music thing to work today. I'm so sorry, everyone. What the heck is going on with that thing? Para, have a great lurk. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate your presence. Your presence is a present, as Voldemort once said. I promise I'm not going to keep calling Kanye Voldemort. It was funny once, but I don't think it's going to be funny anymore after this. Okay, we're going to get a warm-up in. We'll start warming up for our big old set, because we're going to practice safe sets today. Safe sets. Back this up. Wee woo. Oh, I have something to show everyone. I got new stuff. I got new stuff in the mail. New house stuff. And I can't wait to show it to everyone. Because I'm just excited about it. It's the kind of equipment, it's the kind of stuff that I can get excited about. Practice safe sets, baby. That's right. Is it your long johns? It's not my long johns, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Ooh, 3 minutes? That's all I need. Welcome in, Gaston. Evie would like to welcome you as well. Hi, Evie. You want to warm up with us today? Come here, right here. This spot, right here. Turn around. Turn yourself. Good girl. You can march with me if you want. Oh, good girl. Good spot. Here, you want to stretch with me? Come here. Stretch. Go on. Lay down. Hey. Oh, you can do it. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, no. And she's like, no, no, thank you. I am here for my treat, and that is about it. I have only interest in getting our contractually agreed upon compensation. I will not perform extra duties. I will not perform extra duties in lieu of compensation. There she goes. I'll do some inchworms. Get this body bod warmed up. Ooh, open up big at the top. Push the hips back. Walk the toes down. We're gonna do one more because I'm not feeling quite warmed up yet. Goodbye, sweetheart. I've been giving her so many pets today. She's so needy. The short johns. We stand a short john. Oh, Dan said, learned a lesson. Runs after ass blasting your legs are bad. Oh, did you have the heavy legs this morning, Dan? Did you have the heavy legs? I am here for the treat dispenser. Hierarch, good morning. Good morning. Giggity. Oh, I did in the snow. The heavy legs are rough. Like every time I get out and I do like a 9:30 pace or a 10-minute pace or even like a 9-minute pace, right? And I feel like, man, I feel like I'm working really hard, but I'm moving slowly. And then I remember the day before, I did like 50 squats with a bunch of weight and then some single leg movements and all that stuff. I think I've hit a good groove with it now where I don't feel totally burned out all the time. It helps that I only do like 1 or 2 leg movements per session. Here, I'm gonna turn on the light. Ooh. I could do some frog pose. Would y'all like me to do some frog pose? It's somewhat lewd. I don't really want to do frog pose. I'm not good at it. It's a great hip opener. I recommend trying frog pose. I was lazy and left the resistance band on for all the squats. Yeah, that's the lazy thing to do. All right, we're gonna do some extensions. So if you're trying these at home, you're just sitting in kind of a deep squat, whatever your deep squat looks like. Grab onto your toes and just slowly extend your hips back. Careful not to just like pick up. You want to be pushing back too. So pushing back, kind of leaning into those heels. And what you'll feel is just some tension in your hamstrings. A nice stretch in your hamstrings if you've got really, really tight hammies. Moon! Just had some delicious udon, Nongshim udon from Costco. I highly recommend you guys buy a box. Is it a dry good or is it like a frozen one? All right, we're gonna do palm in to palm up. Some thoracic rotations. Hello, my name is Cool Runnings. Welcome to Thoracic Park. Ah, excuse me. Zombie Gnome, welcome in. I'm sorry you had to hear that. The nudes are oiled in a package. Very fresh. Wait, so like are they like shelf stable though? Are short johns just jorts? Short johns are just johns, and then long johns are long johns. Right? That's how it works? You're expressing a very important question here. What up, Dino Bro? Meatloaf, welcome in, welcome back. They're considered prepackaged. Okay. I'm gonna look for them. I haven't had udon in a minute. I remember the first time I had udon, I was taken off guard by the texture, but then immediately started to like it. I don't know what it was. It was definitely a me thing. It was a me thing, wasn't a problem with the noodles. Jorts are cool too. Jorts are rad. I don't own a pair of jorts, but I respect the jorts. Just because it's not my lifestyle doesn't mean I can't respect it. Jorts are a lifestyle. Maybe we'll do a channel point redemption for some jorts. Or like a channel point. You don't own a pair yet. I don't yet own a pair of jorts. However, I shook the magic 8-ball this morning. And it's really weird. I was just asking it what to have for breakfast. And it told me I was going to own a pair of jorts in the next 6 months. I thought that was oddly specific. And very strange considering I've owned the thing for like 4 years. And never once has it told me about jorts. A lot sooner than 6 months. I mean, it's going to be pretty cold, at least for the next 4 to 5 months. That's the only thing I'm thinking, Andy. I'm not saying that I'm not. Hold on, I missed a John Cena joke in the chat. Dan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dan. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? All right, we'll start warming up on deads. Ah. I'm not saying you're buying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I just get threatened with jorts? Did I just get a jorts level threat? Whew. People have been talking about the kaiju problem. It's really the inevitable constant threat of jorts that keeps society in line. Do some band pulls. It's part of our warm-ups. Help us keep those lats pinned back. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. Hang tight. So I have an unfortunate thing today. I have 3 layers on. I forgot to take off one of them before starting. So the gradual unlayering is going to take longer than it typically does. Just want to apologize for that. Can't get it off. Thank you. Thank you. Can't be the only person who's having that problem this week. Sorry. Need to find a sauna today. What up, Chris? How you doing? Great races this morning. Was a nice pairing with my morning coffee. I got some Hyperion coffee for my birthday. So good. Do you have a sauna available to you? Or will this be like a longer quest to find yourself a sauna? Ooh, I need to hydrate. Delicious Hyperion. Hyperion is so darn good. When I was in grad school, I went there to study. And then they closed down one of their locations, I believe. Now they still have an active location in the area, but I love their coffee. It's so good. Smaller roasters. YMCA just finished remodeling their sauna. I think it's open again. Ooh. I remember they just like closed it down for a while. Remember, they closed it down for a wee while. Bill, hello. Bill. It's freezing here. It's just cold and wet here. I don't know if it's not freezing. It's snowy. It's for sure snowy here in Michigan, but it's not freezing yet. Chris, I hope you're having a good day. I keep meaning to reach out to you about something separate. If you could DM me, so I could have a little reminder, not to just be like, "Hey, what's up? Ball's in your court," but I'm not trying to do that. Like legitimately, I will remember at some point. All right, another set of warm-ups for deadlifts. Ah. Good chow. Will do. I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know. The last 3 weeks definitely been like, how is my ass still attached? Because were it not attached, I would have lost it. I'm not going to say I've been working it off, because I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I've been putting in enough hours to say that I've been working my ass off, but like, it's just been the hours that I have been working have been very, very full. So I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying to do the thing. I gotta take off my shoes. After this set, I'll do my band pulls and then I'll show you my new stuff. The stuff I got in the mail. I think it's neat. I think at least one person in the chat will find it interesting. Damn, I never started the ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. My Reddit account got suspended for 3 days. Someone hacked into its Upvote a Girls OnlyFans post. Well, it's only 3 days. At least you still have your account, right? That's a bummer, Bill. I'm sorry to hear it. That's frustrating. Did they at least communicate with you about it? What a funny thing. Is that like a standard practice? Because I'm guessing it is probably against the rules. To push that kind of content on Reddit, but I guess I could be wrong. I mean, all you can do in situations like that is change your password, right? I don't know if Reddit has two-factor, but if you can do two-factor authentication, get that going. Submit reports. Seeing that I'm gay, I don't watch girls. A likely story. You activated two factors. Okay. Well, yeah, just wait it out. You know you didn't do anything wrong. You'll get your account back. No harm done. I mean, you can still browse, right? You just can't interact with stuff. That's okay. Breaking away from that for a couple days is never a bad thing. Zacking Ball, how you doing? Welcome in. Andy and or Tiger. Can I please get a shout for both Crispo MK and for Zacking Ball at your earliest convenience? I'd super duper appreciate it. Oh, how's the lift today, Zach? How's it going? Ah, blah, blah. No way. You're not. Oh, geez, Andy. Eating breakfast, lifting in an hour. Word. What's your breakfast of choice? What is your breakfast of champions? I'm going to show y'all what I got in the mail. Mom decided to fund me some fees for my Italy trip. It's like the full plane ticket's price. Surprised that I don't even know how to be grateful and not used to my mom suddenly being nice to me. Well, that's valid. Every once in a while, someone just like starts being a little more generous out of nowhere, and it's really hard to take that genuinely. Eggs and oats and milk. That's the bodybuilder diet, baby. Good on you, Zach. I hope you have a lovely breakfast. What you got on the menu today? As far as lifts go, long entertaining thread in the Ann Arbor sub about a particular Kroger. Strong opinions. I got lots of opinions about Krogers in these areas. I've never had a good experience at a Kroger. 100%. There's always been something wrong. Something always goes wrong every time I go to a Kroger. Poppin 1202. Hello, welcome in. How are you today? It is snowing today in Colorado. There's ham and bean soup in the crock pot. My long work day yesterday, ready for a cozy sweatpants and sweater day. Good on you. Good on you, Gregor. Welcome in, welcome back. All right, I'm gonna show you the first thing that I got. My first item. I got some punches. I got a set of punches. Look at these. I have been needing these and like using old screwdrivers instead of getting the actual tool. But it's basically like a pin chisel, right? You can use them to get nails out, or you can use them in the situation that I'm using them in. You have to like pound this like little bit of lead out of this contraption to get it to work again. So they're just like these big old. They look like pencils. They look like pencils. Got a push day today. Excited, rad. Ooh, I hope it's a good one for you. I hope it's a great push day, and I hope your meals afterwards are so satisfying. That tends to be my experience with push day. The eats always feel so good. Hole punches. I mean, basically, yeah. Do you work leather? No, I do not work leather, but we've had a lot of home improvement projects that involve like chipping away at like different materials, wood and otherwise. Happy for you, but I don't understand the function. Oh, okay, yes. Maybe someday I'll get into leather work. It sounds fun, just like complicated. What do you recommend to fix muscle imbalance? I'm struggling with on my shoulder. So can you say more? Like, is it that like one is weaker than the other? One is like painful, and the other one is feeling normal. I'm gonna go do this other set. But I have some thoughts for you, and I'm happy to provide some. All right, let's get one more warm-up set, and then we'll jump up to our top sets. Good. One is smaller than the other. So if you've got a muscle imbalance, or especially a size imbalance in a shoulder, there's a couple of things that you can do. One thing is to make sure that you're beginning to work in compound movements if you're not doing so already. What can happen when we're starting off lifting, we've been lifting for a while, and when we have an injury, is we will avoid compound movements, or we will start to favor one side over the other. And even though it's just like 1 or 2 reps here and there, over time, it can develop into something that causes you a bit more grief. So that's the first thing, is if you're not doing things like bench press, I mean, I guess for shoulder, it's really going to be mostly bench press. If you're not consistently working bench in, hang on, I got a math. I got 355, I think is what I put. So I've got 355. That's 315 on. I need 40 on each side. Right? No, 345. It's only 30 on each side. Got it. We're not ego lifting today. So that's the first thing. Try to work on getting some compound movements in. Second thing, Second thing for you, going to be to start working on your posterior chain movements. By that I mean your shoulders, even though they are like their own muscle group, for stability and for strength, they're going to rely on a lot of your antagonist muscles. So things like face pulls, band pulls, rear delt raises, barbell rows and pull-ups, even assisted pull-ups on a machine, are going to help to build some of that strength. And that's going to help you balance out too. So if you're having like issues with a muscle imbalance, try to make sure that you're not just focusing on like hitting that one arm, hitting that one muscle over and over again. Because how your arm works is a lot more than just that delt, right? Happening on the medial delt. Okay, so that's a little, I'm sorry for like chatting away. That's a little more complicated, right? If you're getting that on a medial delt, I would focus on making sure that your medial delt exercises, so like, you know, lateral raises, are incorporating a full range of motion. So a lot of people do their lateral raises, and I do it too, right? Because I don't have a cable machine. Do their lateral raises kind of coming from here, right? And coming out to here. Maybe they'll, you know, pump it up, do some of this while they're doing their lateral raises. This is me, you know, making assumptions, right? Try to focus on working in just a little bit of extra work with a full range of motion, right? So if you're, and I'll just take I'll just grab a little weightless power block here to illustrate this. So if you've got a cable machine that's like here, right? A cable machine coming from about chest height. See if I can do this right. Coming from here, right? You're starting in front of your body, you're bringing it out, you're doing this maybe 1 to 2 second count, and then coming back down. You're gonna do less weight, but you can do that as kind of a supplement to the end of your workout. So say you've had a shoulder day or a push day, you've done your full range of moves, you've tried as hard as you can to keep that right shoulder caught up. You'll finish off your workout with like 2 or 3 sets of full range of motion, really focusing on the contraction of the muscle. So I do the same thing with my chest because I've got a little bit of a chest deficiency on one side. I'll spend the last part of a workout, a chest workout, doing some like band extensions that come across the body and really engage that muscle and get good extension. Only on the right one. So only on the right one kind of near the end of your set, right? Like if you're feeling like both shoulders could use the work, and feel free to do it on both. But if you are more concerned with symmetry than with overall growth, which is like kind of what I feel like we're talking about, then only on that right shoulder, do just that little bit of extra full range of motion, focus on contraction work. So you can do it with bands too. Like you can just take a band and just kind of hold it out here and then come down. But muscle imbalances happen, right? It's something that you can work on, and it just takes a little bit of time. Be patient with it. But whatever you try to incorporate, make sure you stick with it for a good 6 weeks. And also, it's going to be harder to fix it if you're in a calorie deficit. That's the other thing I should mention. So if you are not really paying too close attention to your nutrition and you're trying to grow out a particular muscle or you're trying to catch something up, if you're not getting enough protein and you're not in a calorie surplus or at least getting enough calories to do a recomp, then you're going to struggle to see muscle growth in that area. Valangelis, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. Let me know if this is not helpful. I can try to provide some other advice, but I do think the other big part of it is making sure that you're working that posterior chain, right? I think in the push-pull sequence, some folks tend to overemphasize the push, and they don't give enough time to the pull. And the truth is, if you want a big chest, you need a big back. And a butt plus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry Butt Spot did that to you. But it's my pleasure. What's up with that? Excuse me. How we doing, Bob? Welcome in, welcome back. And Valangelis, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Stacking ball, thank you for the form. The form check. Excuse me. Ooh. Good, how are you? I'm great. I want to show you all the other thing that I got in the mail. Chisels! It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I'm super excited about these, but I've been wanting a chisel set for so long to just like do all these tiny little projects with wood around the house. And now I've got a set of chisels that I can do some basic woodworking with. No longer do I have to sit there and go, wow, I wish I had chisels. Now I have chisels. Also, I like saying the word chisel. I feel like Home Improvement Snoop Dogg. Hee. Payback, welcome in, welcome back. How you doing? Speaking of looking chiseled, you're looking it. Thank you. Adulthood is getting excited over a chisel. You know, it's funny. I had this conversation with someone, and it was actually the old professor of mine that I went for a run with on Tuesday. Hang on, I got to focus out for the set. Top set double. I'm going to do that again because I think the second one's going to look better. It's going to look better. It's going to feel better. Thank you for your support. Whew. Where are you at? Where are you with training? Muscle over mind, welcome in. What do you mean? Like overall? I didn't do 10 of those. 6 of those, 4 of those, 2 of those. We'll do 345 for 2. Yamaha YHE700A headphones for the gym. Those sound tasty. Yes, 2 by 345. So I'm doing 2 sets of 2 by 345. So those are my top sets. And then we're going to bump down to 325, up the volume a little bit. Based on how these are feeling. Oh, thank you. Those sound pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to start there. And I may drop it down to 315 just so I can hit a set of 5 if I need to. I trust you can go heavier. I might be able to. But I'm also in effort management mode. So I've gone, I think, 7 full weeks without a deload. This is the longest I've gone in a while. I'm going to be shifting into half marathon training more fully in the next couple of weeks. And my goal is going to stay the same as it was. No injuries, baby. No injuries, acute or overuse is the goal. But yeah, I mean, I think I did 380 or 385 was my new max from this last cycle. And I think if I get some form down, I'll break 4 this year. I'm overused. I'm like a can of trash. Yeah. I don't want to feel like a can of trash. So I'm going to take it easy on some of these. I have no problem doing that. What are you training for right now, Muscle? And what kind of training cycle you got going? You doing powerlifting? You doing bodybuilding? You doing periodization? I can throw out so many words right now. Doing my own training. It's kind of powerlifting. Word. So you're doing singles, doubles, working in a little bit of volume, I'm sure. Started my half marathon training back up too. Took a break to focus on my strength goals at the end of the year and managed to hit all those. Damn, Jay, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Do you have a goal time for your half? I haven't run a half in a couple of years, so I'm going to try to just like set a reasonable goal and surprise myself instead of pushing too hard. Because my overall goal, half in the spring, full in the fall. No injuries. No injuries that like take me out for more than, you know, like a week or something, right? 1 week doubles, other week fives, once for 2 months, I'm doing max. That's a good frequency. That's a good frequency. Do you have numbers goals right now? In my first half, so just completing it will be good enough for me. Perfect. That's great, Jay. That's awesome. I started spreadsheeting to prepare for my my half cycle. And I know that basically I'm giving myself in total, I think 11 weeks of focus training on the half. 11 weeks of focus training. So that's feeling like a pretty good timeline. For 30 minutes. Welcome back, Gaston. Welcome back. Are your meetings just like ending early? Are you pushing the pace? Are you being like, listen, I got stuff to do. We're not doing this right now. I need my time. Come on. Nope, I gotta reset. Don't overthink it. Ah, there we go. Ah. I'm being efficient. Are you efficient? Officiant? You're an officiant. Will you marry me? I mean, will you help me marry? I like all the blood just rushed to my head. So stopping by to say hi real quick. Currently on vacation. Emil, hope you're having a great vacation. Oh, goodness. Sorry. My time to meet our time. You tried brace on top before you grab the bar? A little bit, yeah. That's part of my setup. Bracing is something I'm trying to get a little better at. Make some missteps at project management. It's my first time officially doing it. Learning how to make agendas and sticking to them, and people are responding well to it. You know, I love that for you. People like structure. I know, like, a lot of folks, rightfully so, will be like, you know, I just function better with, I just function better with a little more freedom. Like, I really do. Like, I can't have, like, anything standing in the way of my autonomy when I work. But then when, like, you stick to a really tight schedule on a meeting and you actually walk away with things that you, like, very clear things that everyone needs to get done before you meet again, people think very highly of you. Good on you for building that skill, doing the thing. Humans like structure. Good for our brains. I can marry people. He has to get married first is official. Mr. and Mr. Recap emails, 2 after meetings, outline what was discussed, any decisions made, any decisions punted, and what you discuss next week. That's a good practice. Learn that lesson too, that way I have a written record of action items so everyone knows. Yeah. I remember I got a funny look the first time that, like, I was on a meeting agenda, and I was in a meeting and I offered to take minutes because hey, here's something that you can do. If you're a male or perceived as male in a primarily female dominated workplace, or in a committee group full of women, you can be a real good dude by offering to take minutes so that doesn't automatically get relegated to a woman. It's a small thing, but it means a lot, as per my previous email. Oh, are we getting saucy now? But yeah, so I was taking minutes, and right up at the top of the thing, I put action items, or like pending action items, and someone was like, that's not usually part of the thing that we do. And I'm like, okay, well, can we find another way of keeping track of action items while we're going through this so we don't lose track? I'm like, oh, you can do that. It's fine. Big allyship energy. Yes. Zach, I love your tweets, by the way. You need to tell a story. Per my previous email, best regards, kindly, in partnership. I'm now in the office, only one man and 6 women colleagues. Yeah, so I mean, you can do a big part to like breaking down harmful structures just by like offering to do things that people would like. If you think at all, like at any point, like, oh, this is something that in the 50s, someone would ask the woman in the office to do that, just offer to do that thing. Like it's not that much energy usually. And it just sends a message that it's like, yeah, we're not operating that way. Take minutes means to like keep notes along the meeting goes, like how the meeting goes. So the difference between taking notes and taking minutes is notes would be like just like talking about the things that are coming up in the meeting and like writing those down that might be important. Minutes means like you are more seriously taking stock of what people are saying and making sure that the right items get attributed to the right people. So I'm sure people already know when they get an email from me that starts with, "Hello, team." Howdy, folks. Hello, comrades. Are we ready to tear down capitalism? Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. No, yeah. My previous job, I was working on a project with my manager. My teammate, a woman, and I'm he, him. My manager in the kickoff was like, "Hey, female teammate, mind taking notes for us for this?" Ugh. No. Just like ask the whole group. It's not that hard. Is there anyone who feels comfortable taking minutes or notes for the meeting today? We'd like this to be a rotating duty. We'd like this to be a rotating responsibility. Can someone take that on today? And if you're a manager and you take it on, even better. Even better. I do use folks. Folks is good, though. Folks is good. Folks is good neutral language. I don't do minutes. No one really does. When I do my recaps, to say, thanks to so-and-so for going over X, Y, Z. Here are the action items. And that's good. That's big leader energy. That's credit where credit is due energy. Wow, I'm going slow today. Deadlifts always take me a little more time. Folks, yeah. No, I've seen folks with an X instead of the KS. I've seen people use that. I have not taken that into my personal use, but that's the one. We're gonna try it. Oh, I need to do push-ups. Excuse me. I figured I'd try Acro's look today. Sweatpants, no top. Try to fill the space. Try to fill the void until my man is feeling himself again. I miss you, Acro. He's still here. He's around. Reported that shit up the chain immediately. Boss never asked you to take notes again. Good on you. Good on you for saying stuff. Thanks for reminding me to take my med stream elements. Luckily, I work in a female-dominated field, not in leadership positions. Don't see a lot of that kind of stuff outright. least not in my meetings. When in those meetings and I'm leading them, I make sure I take the notes. That's a good call. Oh, excuse me. I may put my shirt back on. This feels weird. Not even an hour in. No, you're right. Right. Weird. Second guessing myself all over the place today. Ooh. When I left the company, she wrote me the sweetest thank you. That's great. I don't know, man. I will say this, and I know that it could come off a certain way, but I think that it's important for people to know it. It's important for people to know it. If you are a man or a male presenting person, and you are good at maintaining platonic and business relationships with women, your life is going to be a lot easier. If you can like separate like a certain feeling about women that you interact with from the interaction that you have to do for business and friendship purposes, your life's going to be a lot better. A lot better. It's got a building-wide email etiquette message. The team leader referred to me as "you people." Wasn't meant to be a negative connotation, but it's had, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, like, again, like intent versus impact, even if they don't mean it that way, it comes off that way. Don't tell them I handwrite them, because technically I'm supposed to keep those notes and report them, transcribe them onto OneNote. That's basically the same. You're fine. You're fine. Sounds kind of microaggression-y. Tabs, hello. How are you doing? Welcome in, Tabs. Happy lunchtime. Happy lunchtime indeed. I had a piece of peanut butter toast before my lift and my shake. Peanut butter toast and my shake. That's the new hand signal. Peanut butter toast and a shake. That's your pre-workout. Didn't remember bringing up the chain. Department head was CC'd. Well, damn. Okay. So you didn't have to do anything. They were just like, yeah, don't do that, please. I had a manager. Mossy, thank you. Thank you for the resub. Immigrated your episode. Thank you, Mossy. How are you today? Oh, and Snooks is here too. Snooks is here too. Can I get a shout for Snooks? Any available mod? I need to get this set in. I had 2 black and white cookies. I'm finishing off this eating my feelings mode. A lot of stress is being released. But purchases were made. I had to make some. I mean, I just like showed off my chisel, right? I mean, showed off my chisels and punches that I just purchased. Those are for projects. I have a valid reason for needing those, but it does feel like I just like dropped a bunch of money. House budget. Nope. We're gonna try again. Ah. Boy, howdy. I should do another set. I don't really wanna. Ooh, Arcanine. Welcome in. I'll absolutely get that stretch in. Too much love. Stop it. Stop. Oh. Excuse me, Zach, have a great gym sesh, my friend. Thanks for hanging out today. Enjoy that push day. Purchased a smaller set of pastels, and they came in overnight. Just a little piece. Ooh, Moon, are you gonna share? Are you gonna share? Yeah, I gotta do my push-ups. Wait, did I get prescribed push-ups? Whoa, did I miss them? I mean, I'll do it anyway. It is on the Discord. Yes. I'm so excited to look. Hang on. Can't wait for Friday to roll around. Badly need new work shoes. Ooh. You got non-slips? Oh, thank you. No, they are. They are part of the workout. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't one redeemed that I was missing. But thank you. Gotta take Doggo to the vet today. Sad because I'm working late, so wifey has to take her. I don't like not being there for those things. I hear that, Snooks. Lauren and I usually end up trading off vet visits. I think Evie likes going to the vet with me better than she likes going with Lauren. Don't tell Lauren that, though. I'm gonna post them in the Discord workout section. Get these rubbing spots in the heel of my shoes that give me blisters. Need to know how to stop that from happening. Interesting. Yeah, I have some thoughts I can share if you'd like. Safe and everything. They're super uncomfortable. Oh, beans. Did we do the stretch? I don't think we did. I'm gonna, here, we'll do the stretch now. I think we had 2. Remus, hello. Whew. Ooh. Need some comfy work shoes so my feet don't hurt so much. Getting comfy shoes, getting good shoes. Ugh. Getting good shoes is important. I still remember reading, if you haven't read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, highly recommend it. There's a section of that book about boots that I think everyone should read. Hopefully that wasn't the fitness streamer equivalent of Benson. No, you're good, Meatloaf. I appreciate it. Because I do keep forgetting to do them. If you haven't heard Jungle by Fred again, I recommend it. What? What? Is that what the caption said? Happy Wednesday, Remus. No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm moving a little slowly through this routine, but aside from that, we're okay. We're okay. Just a similar thought. I got you. Yeah, read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. Okay, so what you're saying is that you're getting rubbing spots in the heel of your shoes that give you blisters. When does it happen, Gaston? Is it like all the time that you're wearing your shoes? Oh, geez, Remus, thank you. You called me a beefcake. I didn't even see it. Thank you, Payback. Reminds me of reading Moby Dick. Whole ass chapter is just about tying knots. Kareem 1089, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Have some work, just working away. Have some corn nuts staring at me for my lunch. Are you going to invite them to your table? After my cardio sessions. Okay. So what I would say is two things. Welcome in, hi, of course. Welcome in. I would say 2 things. The first thing is that it might be a fit issue. If you are running or doing lots of cardio in a pair of shoes, you should have a little bit of space at the toe of your shoe where your toe is not pushing right up against it, right? Because if there's not enough space in the toe, your foot's gonna push back. So make sure your shoes are sized just a little bit larger so that you have a little bit of wiggle room. That's also true because when you're working out, when you're doing cardio, when you're running, biking, whatever, your feet are gonna swell up. If your feet start swelling up and your shoes are like perfectly fit, when during other times of the day, you're gonna get some problems, like blisters. The other thing is gait. So if you're doing like treadmill walks and you're striking on your heel every time you take a step, try to focus on getting yourself to lean forward a little more and work on a mid-foot strike. Treadmill walking, yeah. So try to work on your gait and where you're striking, because what can happen, especially when we're doing like incline treadmill, right, is we're naturally kind of, I'm gonna try to like lean back against this. So if I got the treadmill on an incline, I'm naturally leaning back a little bit. It's harder to, the gait is one of those things that's super, super complicated because it's so hard to balance not striking on your heel and not like overextending and striking on the front of your toe. So if you are doing incline walking, incline running, trying to focus on hitting the middle of your foot and trying to make sure that that's landing right underneath your center of gravity. It's going to be better for your knees. It's going to be better for your calves. It's going to be better for avoiding issues with blisters. And the other benefit that it's going to have for you is it's going to speed up your cadence. So one of the quickest ways to fix it is if you're trying to focus on it in a workout, say I'm trying to make sure that I'm striking in the middle of my foot, instead of like, say this is my normal jogging pace, right? I'm gonna try to be focusing as much as I can on getting good small steps. Or like this is my walking pace. I'm gonna try to get good small steps on the middle of my feet, because that's gonna keep me from overextending. It's gonna keep me from falling backwards and striking on that heel. Loose the toe, yeah. So just pay attention to that next time you're doing your treadmill walk, because it can be like, my Achilles issue that I had that took me off of running for 1.5 years was basically a gait issue. All right, I'm really worried about the set. Not like worried, but to say I'm completely confident is not true. You gotta believe though. Sheesh Louise. Calves are tight and Achilles too. What if you just solved all of my problems, including non-shoe body ones? Join the cult of Joe. Join us. Everything is easier if you join us. But yeah, give that a go. Let me know how it feels. Ooh. Willie Echoes. Your song got cut off. Thank you for that resub. One of us. Oh. Thank you, Willie. Almost a baby. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the pre-workout in the cult of Joe. Our chapel is large and filled with barbells. Anthimono, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. We're pleased to have you. Ooh. All right, we got to move into barbell rows, which is, if I'm being completely honest, damn it, you're right. Let me do this. Meatloaf, I love you. You saved me from missing my push-ups. I don't know how many sets I've done. Thank you. No, you're not a jerk. I explicitly told you. I explicitly told you it was okay, and then I appreciated it. But I will now say I am done with push-ups. That's it. That's all I planned for today. But Joe, why are you doing push-ups on your pull day? Because if you're working in push-ups to a full routine, it's going to help you work on bracing your core. It's going to help you get used to higher volumes of push-ups. And if you do it on an off day from your chest workout, you do a small volume relative to your max, it's not going to impact your workouts. GG. That is a good rendition of Dragon Roost, Remus. Are you pushing yourself up or pulling the earth closer? I alternate. So my first, it's like a 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Push, pull, move. First set, push myself up. Second set, pull the earth closer. Third set, move the earth slightly onto a different orbital path. This is how I'm planning to actually take over the planet. Really, I'm just trying to fix climate change. I figured out that none of these giant corporations that have been like dodging environmental legislation are going to change their behavior, because it has gone full circle to where it's gone full circle now to where corporate social responsibility has a new title that is based on environmental regulation, and that people are being big babies about investors using environmental values as a means of deciding on whether or not they want to invest in a corporation. So in America, on the trajectory that we're going, it will soon be illegal for a company to say, I am not going to invest in your company because you do not have enough of a dedication to preventing further damages of climate change, which is just bananas to me. Welcome back, Dan. Is it the curly hair? Is it the curly hair? Is that it? Should I go get my glasses? But Dan, welcome back. I have now completed my pre-workout regimen. My pre-workout is done. The time is 12:56. I will not sleep very well tonight. It was too late. Glasses, yes. Should I lift with my glasses on? It's probably safe. I feel like I look a little bit doofy with my glasses because my glasses are corrective. So I think they make my eyes look funny. But if the community desires it, I will do it. I will do it for you. All right. Warm-up set of rows. We're doing underhand rows to engage the lats. If you're curious, underhand versus overhand rows. If you do barbell rows overhand, you're going to bias the trapezius muscles. If you do rows underhand, you're going to bias the lats, upper and lower lats. Woo! Or should I call you Clark? Is that what y'all want? I'll do it. In politics, Canada has deemed alcohol of any level to lead to cancer. Recommended maximum consumption should be 2 drinks a week, while still acknowledging that it will have negative effects. Trapezius and latissimus dorsi. Mind your traps, young man. Mind your trapezius, sir. Do what? Wait, what? I'll go get my glasses. I need to refill on water anyway, so. So last time I did barbell rows, they did not pan out super well because it had been a while since I'd done them. But essentially what we're doing is we're going to be pairing a barbell row with a bent rear delt raise. I have 4x10 planned, but I think I'll do 4x8. Whew. All right. Is this Pokemans? It is. It is. Yes, Tom, we'll see you later. If you hadn't done them, what'd you say? You done them? Welcome back, everyone. I'm here. Holy shit, I can see so much better. I always forget that. Is that weird? Because I just don't wear them. Like, at all. Who is this? Wait, where did Joe go? Do you like my frames? I asked that question because apparently OBS has decided it's time to drop frames. Yeah, who let that little wimp Clark Kent in? Who let him in? Time for Rose. This is your work disguise. Except I really don't wear my glasses at work. Feelings that feel feely. And then I forget. Oh my God, Remus. Please. Yeah, I don't wear my glasses too often. Like outside of just chilling out. Because I'm nearsighted. Not in the broader sense, but in the sense of like my actual eyeballs. I have some like crossed eyes. So my lenses are prism lenses. And they're meant to like help correct how my right eye is just like, my left eye is here, my right eye is like, hey, what's over there? My right eye is constantly like, bro, check that out. What about that over there? Aren't you interested in that over there? And it's awful. But the glasses do help. Initially, when I started using them, they made me feel kind of sick. Rainbow, welcome in. How you doing? But for the most part, like, aside from like a little bit of seeing double from time to time, I can go without them. They're fogging up a little bit too. That's another reason why I don't wear them while I'm lifting. Foggy boys. All right, we got one ugly set. You know what? I'm gonna switch up the weight a little bit. I'm gonna drop it back. I'm not gonna be prideful about this. I'm gonna drop it down 10 pounds. I would like good sets today. So we'll just put 20 on here. We'll rep 195 for 8. I can't expect to progress on a lift that I like almost never do. You know? This bar is just going to be sitting in the middle of this room the entire day. Nerd lifting. I think Ivo Uzumaki used to be called Nerd Lifts. That was his previous name. Khajiit Claws should have been made to scale with the player's level in Skyrim. I agree. It should have been. I agree with that. Give a suggestion and feel free to take it or reject it, but maybe some fan house posts with your glasses on. I'll consider it. I'll take it under consideration. Hey, Snooks, are you still here? Glasses Joe. Very educational. Librarian pics. Oh my. Closer. Ah, those are so much better. Actually felt controlled. Ah. So much cheating. Orange tabby. I love an orange tabby cat. So many Garfield memes. Thank you, everyone. This is very flattering. Very flattering. Asking me about the Dewey Decimal System. Where can I find a book under the designation DIL.DO 69420? He has yellow eyes and his orange is a bit lighter, so I call him my gold kitty. Ooh, gold kitty. I'm sorry that I spelled that out. Please don't clip that. There's always the chance that like one of my colleagues is just gonna randomly trip over my Twitch channel. It's fine. It's fine. If someone goes to like top moments, the first thing they're going to see forever is me introducing Fanatic Fitness, with like a clip video of him pulling up a box that's shaped like a giant dong. That's my top clip, and that's never going to change. When I was very young, we used to have a cat named Garfield. Did he hate Mondays and love lasagna? Cats don't really like lasagna. I mean, they don't like lasagna more than anything else. They just want food. They just want things that they can't have. Used to see a really sweet orange tabby at PetSmart. Wanted to adopt him. Didn't have the means to. He's found as a stray. One day I went back and he wasn't there. I hope he got adopted. Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Sweet kitties always get adopted. Especially nowadays. I think there's a lot more adoptions happening. There's still an issue, right? Like shelters are still full in a lot of places, but there was like a swing upward in people adopting pets, and then a swing upward in people returning pets because they realized that they could not continue to take on the responsibility. And then a swing upward in adoptions again because of everyone going like, oh my God, I need to help these dogs and cats. I hate Mondays and love lasagna. Does that make me Garfield? It does. It does. It makes you Garfield. You gotta love a good pot of coffee. There was one Garfield cartoon that actually legitimately scared me when I was younger. And it was one where Garfield woke up and he was looking for coffee. And John was doing his best to start the coffee pot. But Garfield was so angry that he was like storming across the house. And it did scare me. I was very young. And I was like, oh my God, that cat is going to kill that man. Do cats do that? Garfield adjacent. I'm trying to think of all the ways that someone could take that before considering putting it on a piece of apparel. You know? I think people need to... Is that an Umbreon? Rambo, I missed that. Is that a... Oh my gosh, that's a shiny Umbreon. I love that. Cats would definitely hunt us if they could. Big cats usually do. I did have a dream once that we got a cat, and the cat was the size of Eevee. And the cat did want to murder us, and Eevee was preventing that from happening. Someone I watched on YouTube adopted a dog for like less than a week around the pandemic. He has 4 cats, but I guess the baby dog gave the wrong vibes. That's really hard. Especially when you're doing it so publicly like that. Let's workshop that one a bit. Let's talk about it. Like, I still remember hearing about, there was like a Victoria's Secret shirt that they put out. They've had like multiple blunders with Victoria's Secret where they've like made shirt designs that were either straight up offensive or just like really inconsiderate. Time is it? 30? Okay. Yeah, Para, I got an email about it. Which is the most old man thing I think I've said today. I got an email about the new Fall Out Boy song. And then wasn't able to listen to it because I had meetings. Yeah, I got on their email list a long time ago because they had a drawing for like a full vinyl discography that was signed by the band. And I did not end up winning, obviously. I would have showed it off by now. But I didn't win. But I'm still on the email list, which is great. Great for those guys. Should we listen to it on stream? Would it please the court? All right. We're going to get into some RDLs. I'm gonna be kind of lazy about loading them up. His plan is 185. Hey everyone, I completely lied to you about my last couple of sets. I lied to myself. I thought they were 195, they were 175. So I did 175 for 8, 175 for 8. So the full, just for if anyone was actually like following along for training purposes, the full set of barbell rows was one set of 10 for 135, one set of 8 with 205, and then 2 sets of 8 with 175. So now we're going to do RDLs 3 by 8 at 185 is the plan. These may turn into straight leg deadlifts because I already did deadlifts today. We're going to do that paired up with, sorry. We'll just, let's see. There we go. Add cue. Great. We're going to have a good listen together, team. Hope everyone's cool with this. Hope it's good. Gregor, hey, have a good dip. I hope you have a nice session at therapy. Have a great day. Chelsea, what's up, baby? Oh my. Hello, goodbye, Chelsea. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. It's oh no, it's all good, Chelsea. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for being here. Let's get you a shout. Ooh. Is that a raid? Is that a raid I smell? What's up, Spiny? How we doing, Raiders? Welcome in. Welcome in. Glasses, Joe. Yeah. Maybe I should just take them off. Oh god, I already regret it. Is it the Fallout Boy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Spiny, welcome in. How are you doing? Raiders, hi. My name is Joe. Go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I see him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. Enjoying fun stories together. Zeinzenberg, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. I'm sorry about the whiffing. I'm sorry about the smelling. That was in poor form. I mean, are you smelly? It's okay. It's okay if you're a little smelly. Sometimes rating makes us a little smelly. Know what I mean? How was your lift? How was your lift today, buddy? Sorry, I shouldn't call you buddy. I feel like that's a step further, right? I feel like I should have your express permission before I called you buddy. I benched 100 kilos. Dang. That's a good bench. That's a good bench. I'm just working back. I'm working back up to that area. And destroyed chest and shoulders. Are you gonna have a sick meal? Are you gonna have a great meal? We were just talking to Zacking Ball earlier about how important it is to have that good meal after push day. It's in the oven. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna ditch the glasses if that's cool with everyone, even though I can't see as well. Well, hello there. Hello, Paul. How are you doing? Need to tend to that actually. Hey, no worries. Do what you got to do, Spiny. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. Understand if you got to raid and run, Raiders, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a sip, grab a pet, scoop them up, give them a little scratch in the head. Do what you got to do to be well. Take your meds if you haven't taken them already. Go see Paul STL. That's another thing you can do. That's another thing you can do. Superman? Oh no! I should have done that off camera. I should have done that off camera. That would have been much more on brand. I gave up my secrets are no fun. Secret, done what? Nothing happened. Glad you're back. Yeah, yeah. I took a little break. I don't know. Every once in a while, this other dude like comes into my house and like pets my dog. Sometimes he like makes dinner for my wife too. I'm gonna stop that right there because someone's gonna take it out of context and make it weird. Anyway, let's keep some Romanian deadlifts. Ooh. What's everyone got planned the rest of this week? It's hump day, baby. What's on the menu? Music things. Welcome back, Muffins. Hello, David. I'm so picky about music today. I love Punch Brothers, but what if we just do a little bit of that, huh? Oh. Are you TikTok DJing today, Snooks? Excuse me. Some boxing today. Oh hell yeah. Did you do a heavy bag or what kind of training? you don't mind my asking. Tis the plan. Tis the butt. Oh, I gotta pop in on another one. You all right? Heard about the snowstorm. It's coming down like a lot right now. We've probably gotten, since I walked down here, Lauren shoveled the driveway before I started. And I just walked up there to get water a little while ago. It's completely covered. It's got to be like 2 inches up there. Back was heavy for me at least. Perfect. We just got over a snowstorm. Yeah, so we had like probably like 3 inches of snow. No, like maybe like 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches. And then it just like all almost completely melted. And now we're getting a big old load. Wobot. Ah, geez, oh, but. All right, I got one more set of RDLs. I'm trying not to rest too much. We're making good time. Because we didn't have bench today. It's wild how, like, you cut back on one compound. You're going to get the GoldenEye game. It's part of an expansion pack. Is it part of an expansion pack? I didn't get a chance to look at it too much. I had heard about it. Someone had mentioned that people were really asking for it. Like, it's part of an expansion pack for the, like, Nintendo Online. My subscription just renewed. I got the little, like, hey, this was $60 in my bank account. I was like, okay. All right. Whatever you guys say. I don't want to pay another $50 for a subscription. I don't either. Like, here's the thing, is, like, I write off my subscriptions on my taxes because of streaming. But, like, there's still, like, some levels of subscriptions that I just don't have because I don't feel like it's even worth it to pay up the money and try to get it back later. But, yeah, so I've got the basic Nintendo. I've got the one for Nintendo that's $60 a year. So I got the Plus, and that was initially so I could play Ocarina of Time. You're writing off your subs to channels? I haven't tried doing that yet, Tabs. Do you know of other people that do? Because I've always wondered about that. It's Dono. You do too? That's money on the table. See, I always thought it'd be too much of a stretch. Counted as advertising networking. You know, I'll probably try to run the numbers. I want to run the numbers. Do you do just like a, do you do a calculation? Because the networking thing is what I've heard people doing. Calling it networking. Oh, it's gonna hurt tomorrow. I've been putting it as charity. I mean, for you, ingredients makes a lot of sense. Spend a bunch on microtransactions that are technically donations. Never tried claiming them. Canada, I can't write off things for a Twitch business. Yeah, in the States, you get 3 years. You get 3 years before you start getting like fully questioned on whether your business is a hobby. Actually, I shouldn't put this away yet. Ah. Ah. Oh man, that's a split. After my reimbursements. Sheesh, tabs. I mean, you had a pretty big procedure this year though, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I could be transparent about it. I wrote off any gym equipment that I bought in the last 2 years. I write off on my taxes. I'm still working through finding out if I need to claim the stuff that people have gifted. The one thing that might mess me up this year is that I was, back in February, I won a GPU in a giveaway. It was valued at like $1,800. And since I won it, and they gave me a tax form for it, I need to make sure that I follow the right steps to report it. Mouth was like 6K. Sheesh, tabs. You think I got a grill installed? Jack, hello, how you doing? Welcome in. Got a question? Go for it. Always here for you, broski. All right. Finish unracking these. Those RDLs were pretty rough. Oh shit. Oh shit. But yeah, I won that graphics card, and it's great. Super thankful, because I would not have been able to afford one this year, and I needed a replacement. What does one do when one feels that everyone benefits from their presence except them? Like, you mean you're feeling like when you're in a space, you don't benefit from being there, but everyone else benefits from you being there? Is that, am I understanding correctly? Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll just start by saying, like, I hope it's okay if I keep on moving some gym equipment around while we're talking about it. I appreciate you being willing to ask that question, because that's a really hard feeling to go through, right? It's the feeling of like, are these interactions worth my time, is what I'm picking up. Am I getting growth? Am I having a benefit from these relationships? And it's really hard to deal with, because you feel, at least in my experience, right? I've gone through something similar. The initial feeling is like, well, why should I be giving these people my time and energy? When it comes back around to it, the conversation that you got to have with yourself is like, knowing your own value doesn't necessarily create a deficit. Because it sounds like you feel as though others are wasting your energy. Like that's or like taking too much from you and not giving enough back. And that's a really hard conversation to have when you consider that, you know, most of the advice that people give is on like having a spirit of generosity and a spirit of giving. Sometimes it's hard to give if you don't feel like you've got anything to give, that you don't have anything left. I'm at this weird crossroad where I feel like I shouldn't be kind to expect something back. Well, can I, and Jack, if I have your permission, can I share something that was a very big learning for me that might come off as a little bit blunt? I had this issue about a year ago in February, and I cut some people out. Yeah, I mean, that's valid. Also, Lobato, welcome in. Welcome back. We'll stop talking about taxes, I promise. Take my presence for granted. Yeah. Yeah, so with your permission, I'll provide some thoughts on a reflection that I had a while ago. But I want your permission to, okay, yeah. So what I'll tell you is I had an interaction. I had a long, I would say like a relationship with someone, not like we were in a relationship, but there was a like kind of secondary relationship with someone who continued to do all of these things for other people. Do a bunch, like go out of their way, spend their own money, use all of their time and resources to do kind things for people. And then they hit this point, and it happened multiple times in the time that I knew them. They would hit this point where they're feeling what you're feeling, where it's like, I've put so much energy into this relationship. I've put so much of like my own self into trying to help you, and you're not giving me anything back. And they would express this to the person, and the person would never want to speak to them again. So seeing that in a secondary piece is two things, right? It's a hard thing to balance, but if you're going to commit yourself to a life of service, which is you're going to commit yourself to, I'm going to do things for other people to help them, to benefit them, you need to always kind of have this expectation in your brain that you're not going to get anything out of that. Like, I offer a lot of career help to people in my community, and like you know, local community, right? I don't expect that someone's going to turn around and offer me a job. Right, some people are takers and others are givers. And you may find that you are on the side of someone who is giving more than they're taking. And it's okay to step back and be like say no to a couple more things. But, you know, setting your expectations around that is super, super important. Like if you spend your life trying to do nice things for people with the expectation that you're going to get something out of it, I'm just going to say you're not doing nice things for people. You're doing something for yourself. So that's the blunt part of it that I had to accept, that if I'm going to be generous with my time and generous with like whatever else, like you have to accept that it's only giving, like truly giving and being generous, if you don't expect anything in return. So like that's a hard thing to share, because especially what you're sharing with me now is like some frustration, right? And I really appreciate that vulnerability. So, you know, give yourself permission to say no too. I think it's okay to say no. That's how we stay well, is we say no to things. If I said yes to everything that came across my plate this year, it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the year. If I said yes to everything, I'd be miserable. I wouldn't be sleeping. I'd be mad too. But I've had to just turn some things down because I only have so much time and energy to give, and I can only expect so much in return. I know that I've helped people, not just their situation, but their outlook on life, and that makes me happy, even without them paying me back. And that's perfect, right? That's perfect. And if you feel that you're being used by someone, you got two options. You can ask them. You can ask them. You can say like, hey, I just want to find out like where we're at here. Like, I feel like I'm contributing a lot, and I don't know that I'm seeing the same like the same energy from you, or like I don't feel appreciated, because usually that comes down to just not feeling appreciated. It's not easy. I had to cut a parent out going on 13 years now. It still affects me. That stuff will never. It's really hard to let that stuff go. It's really hard to let that stuff go. Also, Belle, hello. We have a wellness minute, but I need to set this stuff up. Easy bar curl and prone rows and flutter kicks. I do want one relationship in my life that's like deeper. Do you mean one that has a little more reciprocation to it? No, Jack, it's okay. Please do not apologize. By me saying that I need to start doing stuff, I am not trying to initiate an apology from you. That is just me trying to make sure I keep myself on track. All good, Taps. You're good, Jack. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to communicate clearly with others. If you're in a relationship, like be that platonic or romantic, and you feel like you're putting in more than you're getting out, it's okay to tell people that. Because a lot of times, one of the things that keeps people from like growing closer relationships is the fact that they're not having honest conversations about their needs. Your speech could be the wellness minute. If folks will count that as a wellness minute, it was kind of long. But if that can count, if that can count, I'll take it. I'll save this one for next time. Welcome in, Belle. I'm glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. All right. Morgan! Welcome in, Morgan. Priceless, welcome in. You got an interview with Granger. How did it go? Do you feel like it went well? Welcome in, Morgan. Welcome back, Moon. But Jack, I don't want to just move on from this conversation without telling you that I care about you and I'm glad you're here. And you're not taking up anybody's time. You're not being selfish. You're just trying to establish your boundaries, and that's something that's really important. And honestly, like, spending time to do that now is going to be so valuable for you in the future. Whew. We'll do some prone rows. All right. I don't know why I rolled this up. I wasn't doing my ab moves. Got more abs to go. Had him laughing. We talked about baseball at the end. If you get to talking about baseball, that's a damn good interview. Damn fine. I'm glad to hear it, Priceless. That's excellent. Hang on one sec. Oh. Seattle work trip in March got canceled. That stinks, Moon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Morgan, how's your day going? It's good to see you. I actually do believe this is giving me something to talk about with my therapist tomorrow. Kind of been encircling the drain with this topic whenever I talk to them. Yeah. And also, Jack, I don't know how long you've been with your therapist, and I hope everyone can hear this if you're doing therapy. It's okay to switch providers. It's okay to find another therapist. Yeah, it'll take like one or two sessions to really get up to speed, but if you find that you're hitting a roadblock with your person, they're going to understand. They're professionals. They get it. Had an interview today. Bonded because me and the interviewer both had the blue Fisher Bullet space pens. I've never met anyone else who knows them. What about a Pilot G2, huh? I definitely didn't take this from work. Nope, not me. What up, Sega? How we doing? Now I have time for them to send me to PAX East in Boston. Yeah! Do it! Do it! Oh, I'm doing great, Morgan. It's been a good lift today. It's been a good lift. Oh, thank you, Priceless. Thank you. Had to try a couple of therapists when I moved here. One just wanted to give me drugs and not listen to me at all. Yeah, and that's okay. That's all good. I was a provider a couple of years ago. Been unable to get unstuck from that parking lot yesterday. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were about to say like you just slept in your car overnight. Good pens too. The Pilot G2s. I put those on a pedestal. They're so good. Yeah, that's cruddy tabs. That's cruddy. I think one of the scared for a while. It really sucks, Sega. I can't believe that happened to you. New job. Hey, I can't come in today. Why? I've been parked in. Well, can you call them? No. Oh. Ah. Come look at my back. Whew. I'm not feeling it today. It'd be like that sometimes. Thoughts on reaching out to a therapist that you liked but kind of ghosted? Oh, thoughts on that? Don't worry about it. If there's any person on this earth, any person in any profession that I would expect on this earth to understand that someone would just completely drop off and ghost them and need to resume later on, it's going to be a therapist. They should get it. They should get it. And in fact, they'll probably just want to talk with you about why you dropped off. So I say go for it. I say reach out. A lot easier said than done, right? A lot easier for me to say. Thank you for the hydrate. Just gonna order an Uber, leave my car parked there, hoping not to have my car towed. Come back this morning with another Uber to get my car. I'm so glad you didn't have to do that. Heartstoner, thank you. Thank you for the 11-month resub. How you doing today, friend? Welcome in, welcome back. Today I have back pain and seeing you do that just got me doing the ouchies. Those are great lifts. Oh, I'm sorry about your back pain, Morgan. That's stinky. Do you have bands to do some like basic, like low resistance movement with? That could help with the back pain. Get things moving a little bit. Wait, hold on. Have an entire jar of peanut butter. All my calories have. That's just the protein shake. Oh, you're having a hungry day. You're having a hungry day. Be strong, Tabs. Be strong. You've been on the cut for what? 10 weeks? How long you been on your cut for? I feel like we've been talking about it for a while. What time is it? 2:06? We're making such good time today. We're making such good time today. 8 weeks. Yeah, you're crushing it. You're crushing it. Oh, Snooks. Snooks, are you still here? Snooks, can I tell you something? I wanted to tell you something. Snooks. To just kind of like go back to our discussion that we've been having, I wanted to share with you Snookerino, Snookadooks, Sneaky, Snooks. I wanted to let you know about what I stepped on the scale at this morning. So I have been committed to eating more this last week because I know this is the opposite of your situation, right? But I think it illustrates an important point. I've known that I did not recalculate my macros and my calories properly over the last like 3 weeks. So this past week, I was like, okay, I'm gonna step it up. I need to make sure I'm getting that last PB&J, that extra 300 to 400 calories, right? So I've been eating more. And I stepped on the scale this morning and I was down 2 pounds. I have eaten more in this past week than I have like in a long time. And I was down 2 pounds. So like, just to illustrate, just again, like to go back to this idea that like it is that macro view. It is like over the course of like months, or like the month view rather than the week view, and how your body can just like react really strangely to changes in your diet. I know that's like, again, the opposite of what you're experiencing, but I feel like it's important for anyone to hear, right? If you're trying to lose weight, your body is just going to like make that change, or it's going to go through a little bit of shock, right? Everyone likes the glasses. I guess I should wear them more often. This is very flattering. Can you see me after class, Professor? Only if I get to. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm not finishing that. Hello, Eddie. How you doing? I'm hearing the secret to weight loss is to eat PB&J sandwiches. I mean, it's like it's PB&Js ain't bad. They fill you up. Decent macro split as long as you got good wheat bread. My PB&J has I think 24 grams of protein. All you need is a regular suit and a thoop. It's completely my fault. I just put myself in a bizarre pose while sitting, almost like an Egyptian deconstructed piece of art. So back pain today is the least I would have. Why did I do that? Because I did not notice until my butt was almost touching the floor from the chair. Oh, Morgan, I'm so sorry about your back. On a pick-me-up note here, I just made a small jar of campfire sauce, so now I have that ready to do it when I want it. Yeah! Mossy, can you share your campfire sauce? Can you share your campfire sauce recipe, just like in short, like parts per million? PT, have a good time at work. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and dipping in when you can. Bear Shark, welcome in. You do this full time? I do not. And for that reason, I actually need to get my next set done, because I need to get this done and then get back to my full-time work. You just eyeballed it. So it's mayo and barbecue sauce, right? Is that it? Mayo and barbecue sauce? Ooh, curls, come on. Do the thing. Get it done. I'm better over here. Mayo, 3 pots of McD's barbecue sauce, and a good squirt of honey barbecue. Equal mayo and barbecue. I love campfire sauce. So good. One of the reasons why Red Robin is a good restaurant. Banger. Nice and tangy. Got the bands, gonna stretch while I see you. Morgan, if you want any tips, let me know. Let me know if you want a helping hand. Yeah. Matt farts. Everyone hear the Matt toots? If you didn't, it's okay. I've been eating chicken strips. Protein cheat code. Key to have them by themselves instead of making something out of them like I used to. That's a shout, Snooks. Yeah. I've been so one of my cheat codes lately. Since I've been buying meat, I'll buy thighs. Ooh, ABG with the Prime sub. I usually got middle back pains. Let me show you something in just a little bit, Morgan. Give me just a second. ABG, thank you for that sub. Thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for that support. Get you on the bumper. I think there was someone else who subbed recently that I didn't get on the bumper. Oh boy. Come on. Whoa. There you go, friend. Thank you so much for that subscription. Now I can lift you up in the way that you have lifted me and this community up today with that support. Cheers, friend. Thanks for hanging around. Glad you found us. So, Morgan, what I'll tell you with the bands, what kind of bands do you have? Are they closed loop bands, or are they like tube bands, like these bad boys? Or are they are closed? Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I will prescribe to you, and start with your lightest band. I'm gonna set this, it's probably a bad idea. I'm gonna set this right here. Cool. Yeah, start with your lightest band, and just do those band pulls, right? So is this my lightest one? It's one of my lightest ones. So just do those band pulls, right? Especially if you've got lower back pain. Try to keep your thumbs turned outward. And this will be a little uncomfortable at first, right? But try to keep your shoulders pinned back as well as you can. And just kind of pull apart right here. You don't have to go all the way out. But what you're trying to do is you're just trying to engage those lower lats and that lower back just a little bit, right? Do that like 8 times, 8 to 10 times maybe. Then put the band down and just try to get that full range of motion without the bands. It's gonna feel funny because you just spent time trying to like put that under some resistance. Next thing I'll tell you to do, and this is for anyone who's experiencing like posture issues, take a band, cut it across your, set it across your wrists. You can do this up against a wall too. Here, I'll just, I'll go this cam. Pop this over here, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Take this band, put it right across your arms, and then just stand at the wall and try to, on the plane with the wall, keep them slightly pulled apart, and just kind of work this up and down. Do this 10 to 12 times. And whatever you're doing, Morgan, whatever you're doing, try to make sure that you're doing 3 sets. 3 sets. Doing something once is just testing it out. Doing something twice is giving it a little work. Doing something 3 times is helping you recover. Lash, hello. How you doing, Jess? Welcome in. Anything for you, Beyonce! Now let me know how that feels. I like your glasses. Do you? Thanks. They were requested today, so I decided to pop them on. The other thing I wanted to share with folks, I had a couple of people asking about just like what some like previous progress photos looked like. And I wanted to share a picture of from my marathon, my first marathon back in, I want to say it was 2018. See if I can get this to work. Ooh. So yeah, there is me from my first marathon back in 2018, and like very baby Joe, right? If you ever wonder, like, look at that chin, it just doesn't exist. That doesn't look like me, does it? No. Very much child. But yeah. So there's my legs. If you want to see my legs. Cub runnings. Looks like my younger brother. It really does. It really does. I was so cold. The beard makeup effect. I've been using an AI beard this entire time. But if it's anything, if it's helpful for anyone, you know, like I've been on and off with gaining and losing for, you know, about 5 years. You have a brother? I do have a few. I got some brethren. I got like 10 siblings. Up and down to your neck is stretched for air. Okay. Got you. Oh wait, Morgan said, I feel the muscle is causing the problem. It's a good feeling like, I'm moving something I do not move often. That's a good way to go about it. Also, Bread, hello. Welcome in, welcome back. How are you, Bradley? Are you the fastest of them? I think so. I think so. No, we won't be doing that. It is a complicated web. It is a complicated web, and we don't need to go down that boulevard today. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Are you the favorite? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are siblings that are certainly having a more successful life than I am, and that's okay. Yeah, beard aside, you look great. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm happy for them. Have I just learned about your tribe of siblings? I just have a big family through, you know, different marriages and connections, and parents flooded the market with good genes. I mean, so if I'm being like super like specific about it, I do not have 10 like same parent siblings. Does that make sense? It is through a lot of things. Oh no, this is certainly not to be a comparison thing. Just I don't know. They're all living their own lives. They're good. Some are older, some are younger. Some of them I speak with more regularly than others. Such is the way of things. I will be seeing my sister pretty soon here, in the coming months. But yes, time is it? It is 2:02. We made good time today. I'm a leftover kid that was left over after the divorce. Now they have their own families. Boy, I know that feeling. Still flooding the market with beautiful-minded people. You know, it's very funny how people can grow up in the same home and walk out with completely different approaches on life and relationships and friendships. That's definitely a little thing we don't need to drop into too hard today, but we can dip our toes. We can dip our toes. Ain't nothing wrong with dipping our toes. Let's see. Who are we gonna go see today? We got a lot of cool friends online. I don't think I'll get I don't feel good doing like a punch up raid, you know? Glad I only have one older brother to keep track of. Oh, stop it, Bradley. I got bros too. Brothers, am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I have a cousin who runs. He's way faster, but I've run more. Well, that's what really matters. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Welcome. Hi. It's me. It's Joe. I've come back. I've come back to end the stream. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of trouble deciding who to bring y'all over to see. Let's go raid Remir. Yeah, let's go see Remir. Yes, I am the evil twin, actually. Can you imagine if I was the evil twin? What is that other twin doing? Like, what is that other twin doing if I'm the evil twin? I'm not trying to flex. Yeah, I don't know who that guy was, but he's gone. So you're stuck with me. Hey, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you joining me for a lift, for some lovely conversations, some hard conversations too, but that's okay. That's how we get it going. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the bits. If you would be so kind as to grab one of these raid messages, the first one if you are not a subscriber, the second one if you are a subscriber. It's gonna look a little something like this. If you would, please, please, please. Also, if you have not done so already, please do me a solid. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can click that button. Unlike subscriptions on Twitch, YouTube subs are free, and you can ring the bell. You'll get notifications on when I put out new videos or rehashes of old videos. I'm having a lot of fun editing. It's just been a tough week, so I haven't been able to do it as much. So you'll see some VODs going up on YouTube, but please consider checking that out. Last thing, if you have not checked us out on the social medias yet, you can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. Oh, Morgan's already got it. Thank you, Morgan. Also, you can join our Discord if you haven't done that yet. There should be a Discord link in that Linktree link, so you can get into the Discord that way. But everyone, thank you so much. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll be back Friday for a lift. Bye.